I told y'all what is in my next video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to TaylorMadeOtaku, and today, it's gonna be fun. One of the things that I want to do more often on this channel, it just take like a little while for me to actually come up with and do, are lists. This one is a pretty interesting list because we're almost done, but it doesn't matter when I make this list because, you know, it's a pretty good list. And these are my 5 favorite anime of 2018 so far. Now, these may not be the best anime, but these are my top 5 favorite anime. The ones that I have enjoyed, the ones that I thought were really, really good, and the ones that I could not wait for the new episodes to come up. Now, I won't be including anything from this season, you know, so don't be too shocked that some things from this season is not on this list. There's 5 spots. I tried to do 10, but I could cross out others on my list, and I had my top 5 favorite ones. So, without further ado, let's hit up this list. Number 5, Tanakun Never Falls in Love. Now, a lot of people weren't really talking about this show. For those of you who haven't heard of this show, Tanakun Falls in Love is a beautiful romance story about this kid whose name is Tanakun, who doesn't understand love. He's never going out looking for love. He's big into photography. He's a member of the photography club, as well as he works part-time at his grandpa's cafe, who is now their legal guardian, because, you know, dead parents, you know, anime protagonist stuff. Then he gets visited by a foreigner from, I think some country in England. I don't remember what it actually was. Future editing me will put it right here for all of your viewing pleasure. We get this foreign exchange student who comes with her friend, and they are here for I think a year to just study abroad, and we see a young love blossom. We see a bunch of other little love stories blossom as well. It's a nice show. It's one of the more, I would say, captivating shows. Like, it's a fun show to watch, just to sit down and watch and enjoy. And no means is it the best, but then again, I'm big into romance, and there are 3 romance anime on this list, so sorry about it. I put it 5 because, like I said, it's one of my favorite anime this season. But the ending just wasn't. The ending was. It was a romance ending. Let's just say that, where things are just a little too convenient, because there's a huge like hump that they need to get over, and it's a little too convenient how they got over the hump. But great show nonetheless. Number 4, After the Rain. Okay, I adored this show while it was airing. I absolutely adored it. For those of you who haven't seen After the Rain and you don't know what it's about, allow me to enlighten you. It is a very interesting love story with a little twist on it. A very relatable twist. It's about this high school girl who is in love with her manager at her part-time job. Now, she is, I think, 17. She's either 16 or 17, and he's like 42 with a kid. So there's almost 30 years difference there. But nonetheless, she is in love with him. She is infatuated with him. And he's trying to keep the relationship, you know, professional. Like, he's the type of guy who's just a normal, simple type of just dude. He's normal, he's simple, but he's honestly a sweet guy. He honestly is. He wants to get along with everybody, and he wants to be the best manager that he can. So oftentimes he tries to help her out, and it just leads to other things. Like I said, she's in love with this dude. She is infatuated with this dude, and she's trying to drop all the hints in the world, and she's so cute. She's so cute, but it's such a cute like thing, but it's so relatable, because let's be honest, how many of us have not had a crush on an older person that we have no chance with, like, at all? I'd say a lot of us do. I know I did. When I was in the first grade, I had a crush on my teacher. Miss Jackson was her name. Miss Jackson. I still like Miss Jackson. I saw her like almost 20 years later, and she still got it. But one of my favorite things about the show is that she told him earlier on in the show, and he's just like, that is insane. Why would you do this? Like, why would you like me of all people? And then they go on and they just become closer, but not too close to the point to where this guy's about to commit a crime. But it's still really nice and really sweet to see their relationship blossom. And the ending had me satisfied. It had me happy and satisfied, which is rare in a romance anime, to be honest. Even though they are my favorite, it's hard to have an ending that leaves you happy and satisfied, but it does that really, really well. But let's move on to number 3. Number 3, Wotaku. This is on the list for pure enjoyment. There hasn't been a show this year to put a smile on my face from ear to ear as often as Wotaku. It literally put me in such a great mood every time I watched it, from the very beginning to the very end. Oh God, it's great. For those of you who don't know what Taku is, pretty much it's about these adults, that's right, adults in a normal working environment. How many of those do we get? They're not in high school. And it's about this girl who starts this new job in a new place because her boyfriend dumped her because he found out she was an otaku, which is disrespectful, very disrespectful. And she goes there and she meets a former classmate who is also an otaku. You know, they go out, they go drinking and stuff, and she's like, well, I'm never gonna find a man, you're never gonna find a woman, you're this, and this, and I'm an otaku, so, well, we're never gonna find, we might as well just date each other. And he's just like, alright. So then they start dating, and then they meet this other otaku couple, and they're just awesome. They're just interesting. Like, every single episode made me laugh, made me smile, made me feel good on the inside. It's a great show. Like, it's not anime of the year material. It's probably not even the best anime to tackle this one concept. But damn it, I love that anime with all of my heart. I love it with all of my heart. Oh, and it's so nice that I didn't have to wait to the last episode for them to get together. They got together episode 2. It was spectacular. It was absolutely amazing. I love that show. Bam! Stamp of approval. Same thing with After the Rain. I just didn't think about it. Tanakun, maybe it's not stamp of approval worthy, but it's top 5. Number 2, Darling in the Franxx. Okay. Darling in the Franxx is my second favorite show that I've watched this season, but I have a problem with the way it ended. However, everything up to like the last 3 episodes was brilliant. Trigger at its best. If you've been living under a rock and you have no idea what Darling in the Franxx is, it's them. This little picture right here should be more than enough to jog your memory. I would describe it as a mecha that also has a pretty good love story in it. Actually, it's a really good love story. Zero Two and Hero, it was a great love story. Like it was a really good love story to go from how they were and how they grew together as kids and grew closer, and then how they were pulled apart and then brought back together and then spun back up from there. It was really good. It also tackled a lot of like just teenage, just questions, like especially I think they tackled curiosity and self, happiness and self-worth really well. But the last 3 episodes were just kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. However, this was probably the cutest thing in 2018. That will never cease to warm my soul. But even though it had a pretty bad ending, but not terrible, I guess I could give it a stamp of approval. You wanna know what my favorite anime of 2018 so far is? Well, that's why you stuck around this long, I guess. It's this. Oh, my heart. Oh, my heart. Oh, jeez. I can't. Violet Evergarden is my favorite anime of 2018 so far. It is my favorite anime, one, because it's from probably my favorite studio. 2, it is by far the most beautiful show of 2018 and arguably ever. 3, the premise, concept, story, storytelling, character development, music, everything, ambiance, it was all top notch. And for those of you who don't know what Violet Evergarden is, or you haven't seen it, it's over on Netflix, so you can watch it all at once. Don't watch it all at once. Take it 1 episode per day. Don't make that mistake. It's about a girl named Violet who wakes up after a war has just ended, and she goes from being a soldier to being a citizen. Now the thing about Violet is she's never been a citizen before. She's always been at war. When she tries to mingle with, normal people for the first time, she comes off really awkward, really blunt, because that's all she's ever known. She starts working as an automail doll, which is basically someone who writes letters for other people who either can't write or they don't know how to word their feelings, so they go to people to write them letters and send them to whoever they're trying to portray their feelings to. She goes to work doing that, but the thing is she doesn't know anything about human emotions. So it's really rocky at the start, but she gets better. She says that the reason that she wanted to be an Automail doll is because she had a superior who she really looked up to, who took really good care of her, and was like basically the only person that actually cared for her own well-being. And he told her that he loved her, and she didn't know what that meant. So she wanted to understand what love was. And she figured by seeing the emotions that people pour into letters, she could understand more about human emotion, and it worked. As the show goes on, the more people she meets, the more stories they have to tell, the more letters that she writes, the more she comes to understand human emotion. And then she starts to become a lot more human, because she starts off like robotic, and she becomes more and more human as her heart like starts to I guess melt, and she starts to become better and better and better. This is the only show that has ever made me cry 4 times. The only one. The only other one that made me cry more than, I'll say, twice. Actually, no. The only other show that made me cry more than once was Full Metal Alchemist. I cried twice. Actually, no, I cried 3 times. I cried 3 times while I watched Full Metal Alchemist. Not Brotherhood, Full Metal Alchemist. Violet Evergarden's the only one to make me cry 4 times that I remember crying in Violet Evergarden. Like, I was really, really attached to Violet. I was attached to the story, and it was just stunning to watch, which draws you in even more. So I got super, super emotional with like a good 4 or 5 episodes in a row. Like, it was, I ran out of tissues. But that's me. I watched it and I got overly emotional. You might watch it and you might not get emotional at all. But for me, I did. It's the one show that made me feel a wide range of emotions, from happiness to sadness to anger to just full-on joy. And that's why it's my favorite anime of 2018 so far. I really love that show. Stamp of approval. I started thinking about scenes in Violet Evergarden and my heart started to hurt. But yeah, those are my 5 favorite anime of 2018 so far. Put your 5 favorite anime of 2018 so far down in the comment section below. Let's see what your tastes are. Clearly, mine's emotions and romance. Very little action. I do like action though, but not as much as I like romance. Romance is my favorite. Can't die. That's all I got for you guys this time. Like this video, leave a like. Don't forget, comment your 5 favorite anime in the comment section down below. I am going to be reading these. I want to know. If you're new here, don't hesitate to subscribe and join the squad. Join this giant happy family that we have. Share this video all around the place to show the world one emotional black dude. Support me on Patreon like this guy here. And until next video, guys, peace out.